Coach, got off to a pretty quick start, though, in this game. About 7 of the first 8 shots or so went your way. Did you feel like the team got the jump you were hoping for tonight?
Well, yeah, like it's a game where, you can't be frustrated by it. If frustration creeps in, you're in trouble. Obviously, you go at every game, you want to win it. I like the beginning. That's a good hockey club. I don't think they've lost yet, this year. I thought we got like you said, a good jump. We had some opportunities early. We had the crowd right into it, and from there they kind of tilted back the last 10 minutes. I thought on us and got us on our heels a little bit, and that's the game of hockey. It's the swings of it. So I really commend our guys, off it, because at the end of the day, that's a good hockey club, and we played them now two games. Obviously, we came up short on it, and as much as disappointing as there's a lot of positives we can pull out of it, and I look at it as we played them yesterday, where they had a three goals they scored. It was 3-1 game, 2-0 going in the third. We could have quit. We scored right away on the power play where they disallowed the goal, and then we end up making it 2-1, and they scored late in the game. So we really gave up yesterday one 5-on-5 goal. We gave up one more 5-on-5 today against them. So 5-on-5 hockey, we've really done a nice job of playing with structure, defending, doing a good job keeping the outside. We have breakdowns. Cole's been strong for us. Obviously, we got to generate some offense, off it. And part of generating offense, to me, is you got to be able to hang on to pucks. When you don't possess the puck, you get tired. You just chase the game. So something we're going to continue to learn, and hopefully we can improve on this.
They did pick up the one power play goal tonight, but how did you feel like your PK fared out there?
Yeah, at times, I thought we were good. We were strong, on it. We were aggressive. I thought they moved the puck around a couple times well. Their goal they scored was obviously a nice setup, a nice play, good execution. When you're on a power play, you got to have 3-4 good passes, and in that case, you just tip your hat to them there. And Kurt did a nice job making an adjustment as we move forward.
And it seemed like both teams kind of struggled a bit with emotions, especially after the whistle. Did you kind of have to reel them in at times to try and keep them leveled, or?
No, not at all. Quite the opposite. To me, that wasn't a very hard game to me. I didn't think there was much to it. We have to play tougher. We got to play stronger. We got to get to the tough areas. We have to stick up for one another. I'm a 5-man, 5-out mindset. If there's a scrum, all 5 better be in, all 5 come out together. You never leave a guy in there. And that's how we collectively play as a team.
Coach, 0-for-5 on the power play tonight. Just what did you see there? What needs to be changed going forward? And just not able to get a goal in 5 power play attempts.
Yeah, it wasn't good enough. It's something we got to work on. Continue to look to generate. Not from a lack of trying. It's tough when you set up power plays, and sometimes you have guys that are in the penalty box, and other guys late in the third end up going down, with an injury here and there off it. But, we still got to be able to execute it. And we didn't really get any setup off it. And but definitely in a game like this, your power play has to be good, off it. And you have to generate offense off it. And I don't think, I got to watch film, I don't think we generated a ton of quality chances and consistency. You got to have loose puck recoveries and hem your opponent in the zone. And for us, I just thought we were kind of the one-hit wonders, kind of come in with a strike, miss, not get the loose puck recovery, back down the ice, break out again 30 seconds later, miss, back down the ice, and that leads to frustration and players getting tired.
Coach, talk about puck possession as well. It seemed like they did struggle with that tonight. I think not double-digit shots any of the 3 periods. You already addressed it a little bit there, but I know that's one of the things you focus on.
Yeah, and it was like yesterday was the same too, right? The first 2 periods, I think we only had maybe 7, 9 shots for 2 periods. In the second period, in the third period, 20, off it. And it's tough. When you're playing a team, that's a good club. They're big, they're strong. They defend hard on the inside. I thought, again, not from a lack of effort. We try to get to the inside. We try to do things right, but it is what it is. And like I said to our guys, if we come with that type of effort, night in and night out, moving forward of what I've seen, often, and we'll be in a lot of games, and that's what we ask. And these non-conference games, playing these type of opponents, are, to me, obviously we want to win them, but at the end of the day, it allows us to kind of just get a real good grasp of where we're at, where we want to go as a program too. So we sit here and we played Western Michigan, obviously, and lost up there, and then to Ohio State. Like, if we as a program aspire to be like that, we got to play them, learn from them, and continue to build off it. So there's a lot of good things out there. Like last night, we left the game, and everyone thought we played well enough to win. I think that was the disappointment. Like, we thought we kind of had them on the goal there in the third, and so to me, being close, it's nothing of a satisfaction on it, but we're not as far away, and I think that's what college hockey is. It's a hard, like, it's you look through box scores, 2-1, 2-1, 3-2, like, it doesn't matter. Everyone gets upset. Like, it's a hard division, hard conference, we're in, and hard teams we play. So, but again, we'll continue to build. It's early in the season. We haven't played a regular season game.
We talked about your first game in front of a full house. What did you think about the environment tonight?
Yeah, lots of fun. It was loud, it was exciting, and obviously at the beginning, for Mark Wells, it was such a nice tribute to him. Very thankful for his family to come and be a part of the ceremonial puck drop. Mark was such a positive influence in the game of hockey, and not only at Bowling Green but internationally, and what a night to remember such a special player in person, and what he brought to the game and to the community of Bowling Green.
Can you talk on Maxwell Martin getting his first career goal on Friday night?
Yeah, I forget how that went in. Was it off entry?
Yeah, they were.
Yeah. Was it? Yeah. Back in, yeah. I move on quickly, as you can tell. I should remember only scored one, I guess, on the weekend. Max plays just an honest game, and that's what's great about him. His ice time continues to build, and I tell a lot of guys, play like if they have the same energy and aggressiveness that he has, that's a good guy to follow. And for him being a freshman, he's done a really nice job of assimilating himself and forcing me to put him in the lineup and play him a lot. So it's nice to see him get rewarded for that goal.
Yeah, you just mentioned a freshman. Now let's go to the senior side. Ryan O'Hara plays game 100 and game 101 last night, and then obviously tonight. As a new coach, what's that leadership mean, for a player like that?
Yeah, Harry's great, and he's passionate. He plays, with his heart and emotion on his sleeves. You can see out there at times, I'm sure, he had a penalty there, so that probably led to a little bit of him, I use the word frustration a lot, right? Like, and sometimes you gotta let players do that. You gotta let them, kind of, give what they feel to kind of get that off them. But the one thing with him is you can't. You can never question his work ethic, his commitment to the program, his commitment to his teammates. That's why he's part of our leadership group. So real credit to him to be able to play in 101 games.
Any other questions for Coach?
Dennis, can you just speak on maybe some appreciation and thought to the environment for the home opener with the new renovated building, on just what it was like for your team to compete at a high level in this environment?
Yeah, it was, well, obviously it being the first one with the 2 exhibition games. Now this one, it was it was a lot of fun. Like I said before the game, it wasn't anything that we had to get them up for. If anything, you got to bring them down a little bit. When you have home games, like that, and to hear the crowd, and I peeked my head out there early in warm-ups and can tell it was going to be a great crowd. And like I said, our guys want to do nothing more than to play the game and deliver a win for our fans, and as I said, we, that's the game of hockey. We come up a little short, but it wasn't from a lack of support by them up there. Sometimes I would like, to be a little quieter so I could talk. It was hard for me up there a few times trying to get a hold of the referee on the ice, and no one can hear me, which, and that's just joking. That was great that they're loud, but I'm yelling across the ice trying to get someone's attention, and it's hard, especially with this raspy voice off it. But what a fun environment to play in. Real credit to everyone who came out. We really appreciate it, from the student base, from the community, and the support we had in the surrounding areas. It was much appreciated, and it went a long way with our group.
Yeah, Ethan, this is your 5th year playing Ohio State with that, atmosphere out there. You just talk about how important that is to have, a filled slate.
It's awesome. I get chills every time, we step out there, especially against that team. Unfortunately, we haven't won too many games against them in here with that crowd, but we need to keep building and keep getting better every week, and we will do that this week. So.
It's a much tighter 2 games, at least by the field, than it has been in past years. Can you just talk about that? A 3-1 game yesterday and a 2-0 game today.
Yeah, it was definitely tighter. I thought we had chances and we couldn't capitalize, and they had chances and they capitalized on those chances. Penalties tonight kind of took the wind out of our sail. But we just need to learn from it and get better starting Monday. So.
And then a lot of, just from last night to this night, a lot of different faces in the lineup, a lot of different lines, and the separation of lines as well. How was that for you as a player and experienced in that as well, playing with a lot of different guys?
It doesn't really change my mindset. I think, we got a bunch of horses in our room. Got a bunch of guys can go anytime their name is called or whatever. So it doesn't really change the way our mindset should be. It's game to game and things change, and we need to shake up the lineup. And we expect everyone to come in and work hard, and if you stay in, then you got to work even harder to keep staying in. So that's kind of what we got to keep doing. So.
Seems like there's a great history between BGSU and Ohio State over the years. A lot of emotion in that game. How do you keep that keel? How do you keep your emotions in check, especially when you got the energy from the crowd on top of that?
Yeah, it's definitely tough, especially when the crowd's going absolutely nuts when there's one guy pushing another guy. So it's hard, but we just need to keep cool on the bench, need to talk through it, stay positive. But things get taken away far in this game. Refs got to step in at certain points, and that's the way it is with this rivalry. I live for it. We all live for it. I love it. Unfortunately, we couldn't get a win or both wins, but it's hockey. Yeah.
You got so much great history with this program. I'm curious what your reflect back, if you can, on the first 6 games, 8 games, the first month or so with Coach Willie at the helm there.
It's been great. We're building every week, building every day. We got to keep getting better. He's hard on us, and as he should be. He expects a lot out of us, and it's great. We're getting pushed out there every single day. Not even during games, he's coming in and he's pushing us to be better, and because he knows we got another level, and I know it too. We definitely got another gear, and we got to find that and keep going. Yeah.
They're able to get the 1 power play goal, but how do you feel like the PK and really the defense as a whole? Cole seemed to have a pretty solid game in net for you guys.
Yeah, Cole's always solid as a rock every single game. No issues there whatsoever. I thought we were good in their defensive zone. I thought our PK was pressuring at the right times and backing off at the right times. Didn't really give them too much. Obviously, that 1 goal, unfortunate, but we just need to keep getting better, keep learning from our tape, keep watching our game. Just keep getting better week to week, and obviously got a big weekend this next weekend. So, new mindset going in this week, and just kind of learn from it and move on.
How quick is kind of that move on process? Because I'm sure there's that added excitement that now you're going into a conference play with a big series against a rival in Ferris, actually.
Yeah, really excited about it. Obviously, this one stings. Definitely sit on it tonight. Watch football tomorrow. Get over it, learn from it, watch video. New day Monday, new week, and then we got Ferris. So it's important 2 games. Obviously, first 2 games, CCHA, like you said. 2 years ago they knocked us out of the first round. Still remember that. So I'll always keep that kind of in the back of my mind against this team. Just building every day, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and then going into Friday. So yeah.
You led the team in face-off wins tonight. What were you seeing there in the face-off that led to, you doing so well?
I don't know. Sometimes I have it, sometimes I don't. Tonight I had it, and was just beating guys. That's my job as a centerman. I got to win as many faceoffs as I can. Obviously, especially in the D zone, when you want to have the puck as much as possible. Possession time is very important, especially against that team. I was just felt comfortable, felt confident. So. Mm-hmm.
Ethan, can you talk about maybe some appreciation for the atmosphere that you had tonight? Obviously, a lot of new renovations with the building, and maybe was it louder tonight than as opposed to the last few years playing Ohio State?
Like every time that place is full, my ears are ringing. So it probably was louder, but they're still ringing. When we were doing the lineup sheet and I was looking around and just taking it all in, it was pretty cool seeing that. Obviously, this will be my last game against Ohio State, so it was really special, like every single time. Obviously, with the renovations and the people investing into us, unfortunately, we couldn't, show our fans what we're really made of. But that's yet to come, and we need to get back on track and give the fans what they want, and that's wins. We need to get there, and we really appreciate everyone that comes out to our games, especially tonight. It was great. It was so loud. It's awesome.
Can you give a comment about Mark Wells and maybe what he has meant to this program? Obviously, I'm sure you've seen the Miracle movie and have learned the history, and it was more than just a game, and he was part of one of the most memorable events in sports history.
Mm-hmm.
Just your overall thoughts.
Obviously it's very unfortunate about Mark Wells, and he's a figure obviously with BG and USA Hockey. Very important person to the game of hockey. He'll be very missed. I've seen that movie Miracle on Ice probably 100 times, so I know it play by play. It's very unfortunate, but really appreciate everything that he's done for this program and hockey just in general all around the world. So yeah.